Hello geometry students. We are moving on to video 2 on the chapter 5 construction instructions. I just finished doing a video for you on how to create a triangle congruent to another one using side angle side. This video is going to be on the similar topic but a different method. So how to make a triangle congruent to another triangle using SSS. So you might, at the top of your notes here, write SSS. And obviously, if you're going to construct a triangle congruent to another triangle, you're going to need to have an initial triangle to start with. So on all 3 of these chapter 5 constructions, you are going to want to have a triangle to copy. And it doesn't matter exactly what that triangle looks like as long as you have it written down. So let's go ahead and write that triangle down. Let's call the vertices A, B, and C. And again, we're going to copy this triangle using side, side, side. So I'm going to read the steps and then demonstrate them. So the first step says, using a ruler, draw line L. Now don't feel like you need to write these steps down because I gave you the document under your chapter 5 lessons. It says construction instructions written. So this is the video notes on this, but you can also, if you want, just print out the steps yourself. All right, so that is line L. Then step 2 says draw point X on line L. So we're gonna pick a point on the line and label it X. Step 3 says to construct XZ congruent to AC on line L. What that means is we want to make a segment over here that is the same length as segment AC is. So I'm going to put my tip on A, stretch it out so that I reach all the way to C, and my compass is kind of tight, so yours might be too. You might have to yank on it a little bit. And then what you want to do is to put an arc here. So I have an arc showing how wide this segment is. Now I'm keeping my setting at that same length, putting my tip on X, and drawing that same arc here. So now I have copied the length of that side. And I'm going to label this point Z. Now all of the marks that I'm showing on here, you do need to have on your test, but you don't have to have the letters. Okay, now the next step says, to construct one arc with radius AB centered at point X and another arc with radius BC centered at point Z. That's kind of a mouthful, but basically they're telling us to copy the 2 other sides. So let's see how we do that. First of all, we want to put our tip on A and stretch out the compass until it reaches point B, and then tighten our setting there. Now, because we're measuring it, we're going to show that we're measuring it by putting an arc there. And then I'm going to put my tip on X and make a large arc with my compass at that same setting. So I measured the length here between A and B with my compass. I lifted it up, put my tip on X, and made an arc that would be that same length. So we're copying the length of AB, but we don't know exactly where to put it yet. So we need to also copy BC. We're going to put our tip on C and also stretch it up to B and show another arc. And I need to make this a little bit wider. There we go. And show my arc this way. So now I've shown how long it is from C to B. I'm going to put my tip on Z and make another large arc that intersects the one that I just did. This one, I think the construction is kind of hard to read and figure out how to implement based on the written word, but the actual constructing of it I think is the easiest of the 3. Then we label the points of intersection of the 2 arcs as Y, and we draw XY and ZY to form triangle RST. So I'm going to draw XY here and ZY here. All right, we've now completed that construction. Notice that we have 2 arcs here and 1 here, and then 2 arcs there and 1 there. So yours should have the same. Thanks, guys. Bye.